メなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
惜しい。最近までここに何かがあったようだぜ。
どこかに運び出されたっちゅうことか。
隠す場所を変えるってことは相当な値打ちもんに違いねえ。こっからお宝を運ぶとしたあの砦だな。
人間がこんなところに。あいつらを助けに来たのか。
こんだけ拳銃のすんげえ
やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
ここでなんだ。
あなたたちが助けてくれたのね。ありがとう。
おい、やめよ。あいつに逃げられちまってるぞ。しまった。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
おっと、やらなきゃダメなんだ。気づかれちまったぞ。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
ここにはまだ両党さんが捕まってるのに。
ねえ、乗りかかった船で天下の義賊五右衛門様が手を貸すぜ。
一緒に行ってくれるの。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
ありがとう。
偉人の危機は見過ごせんじゃろ。
南の方に連れて行かれたことは確かなの。あの砦を探してみよう。あなたと私会ったことあるよね。あ、思い出した。あの火をつけて回ってた。
そいつは忘れてくれねえか。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
やるじゃねえか。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
早く捕まえるんだ。
ダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
口当てろ。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
それにしてもなんだってあんなところに捕まってたんだ。
悟空を見つけたって思ったんだけどね。逆に捕まっちゃったの。
復活した清盛は強大になっとった。それで悟空も強うなっとるのかもな。
その調子。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
だぞ、ここで捕まえるんだ。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
メス。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
Hello。ここには何にもねえな。
もっと南 南の砦なのかな。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
行くぞ。
やらなきゃダメなんだ。
あなたと私会ったことあるよね。悟空にちょっと似てるよね。だからそんな気がしただけかな。
いやー、多分どっかしらで会っとるじゃろ。
This map is boring. It's a lot of auto scroll. I've already extincted all the all the officers are already dead. They've been dead. These clowns gotta get to the part they're supposed to be at. These are always the worst Muso game maps because your skill or how you build the character doesn't really matter. You gotta wait for the NPCs to do what they're scripted to do. a lot of waiting around. They go faster when they're off screen, when they're not rendered in front of you. It's always a trick in these kinds of games. Once their speed is done by the computer. All right. More officers to extinct.
真の三国無双か。
Hey, groupie, you need some more food, girl? Yeah, well, give me some more food in a bit, okay? I don't think you ate enough. Let's chill out and play some games, okay? Sit down, alright? There you go. Good girl. I don't think you ate enough. You let the kittens eat it all. Get you some food in a little bit, okay? He's too nice. He lets everyone else eat first. He needs to, I think she needs a little bit more food. But she's on my lap, so she's fine. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. A very nice creature. Groupie. Yeah. You're a good kitty, Groupie. Everybody loves you. Got friends online that love you. Good kitty. The charger cable is on her head and she doesn't even care. She's too chill. Doesn't know how to be angry. Let's get the homeboy a weapon. Gonna make him a weapon really quick. Go beat up Orochi another couple dozen times. Yeah, I got it somebody else I wanna... Yeah, let's put Kotaro in as well. Give him a weapon. There he is. Alright. Let's go, hit up the loot box. Free loot boxes. They're doing a, 100% off sale today. Let's get them both weapons. Might take a couple attempts. We'll see. And get some growth points while I'm at it too, so one fell swoop.
落葉で戦ったオロチとは一味違う。圧倒的な力と存在感だ。我らは幾多の困難を乗り越え、この戦いも乗り越えられると信じるのだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。次回こそ我が望み。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。我が望みこそ世界の望み。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
このゾクゾクする感じ、本当のオロチ様みたい。
滅びよう。
残念。力はオロチ様並みだけど、頭はヘビ並みね。
ほう、これは興味深い。ここは流血、大地の力が集まる場所だ。この力、私ならば使いこなせる。オロチの術を止めることもできよう。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。冷める戦ぶり、お見事。
Thanks for the help today, Scott. I said thanks for the help. Yeah. Yeah, you can just chill the rest of tonight, huh? Good.
WO3U。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。完全なる滅び。やらなきゃダメなんだ。滅びが始まる。なん
わお。
混沌の渦はさらに
Oh, it's not a bad weapon. Wow, he got he got some pretty good ones. Right. Might be enough, actually. It's been a long time since I played this version, so I don't know what shit I got in here. The depository. I do not have a Typhoon Orb. That's kind of required for Ling Tong, because he has, like, really bad range. Let's see here. He pretty much got a good weapon right off the bat. Someone's got Slay absorption on it. Oh, thank goodness I have a Typhoon here. That's very much needed. Slay. Ability. Reach. To make sure I got room for everything else. There's Osmosis. There's Osmosis Jones. To be in here somewhere. I gotta go buy it. Let's take Rambo out. Give Rambo a break for a little bit. See if these guys can handle Susanoo. Do I have Guan Suo yet? I don't remember how you unlock him. He's the another character I really like in this game. He doesn't have the same moveset in 4. Well, one for a third. Just gonna go with them. Get some experience while I'm at it. I should be able to handle hard mode. What's up, Marcy? How you doing? It came back as promised. Because I have a wonderful kitty on my lap. She's like the chillest kitty ever. She needs to eat more, but she's too stubborn to ask for it, so she's on my lap right now. Groupie is a sweet girl, but she's a little stubborn. How is Grim Dawn? I hear that game is really good. That's like a really old action RPG, right? I've heard a lot of people say that game is really good. I've never really seen anything on it. I played Diablo 4 for like a week, and that game needs like another year in the oven. I don't really have any interest in playing it anymore right now. I know that game's got crazy mods and stuff. I might try it out. I need to learn more about it, though. I don't like to blindly purchase. The game's probably like $5 right now. I know it's been out for a long time. Yeah, I bought Diablo 2 Resurrected because it was like $12. I used to play that game with my mom in high school. I know that's dating me, but that game was legit out when I was a freshman in high school. Freshman year, Diablo 2 came out.
世界の我が最地をお見せしよう。山頂に強大な滅びの意志を。あれはもはやオロチではない。滅びの意志を代行する絶対の破壊神と言えよう。ここまで来たらオロチも破壊神も関係ない。俺たちの未来のために戦うだけだ。それでこそ人だ。さて、時を超えた物語も結末が近い。人の子らよ、大団円を導きたまえ。
Well, Diablo 3 was garbage when it came out. It was a legit terrible game. That game was like a joke after Diablo 2. They went with the Korean MMO grind level of progression with a game that cost $60. People were not happy. You expect that when you play like Maple Story or Ragnarok Online, not something that costs a full $60. People were legit like breaking boxes in a house over and over to get something to drop. That's embarrassingly bad. When the expansion came out, I think it did become a good game, but yeah, people didn't take kindly to a Korean MMO grind for something you need to pay for up front. I mean, if you like boot up Maple Story or Ragnarok Online, you expect Korean MMO grind, but not Diablo. You're charging $60 for it. That kind of game design is not acceptable for something you're paying full price up front. I'd say that's when Blizzard died as a company, is when they put out Diablo 3. Because they put that out and then they put out StarCraft 2, which was also like a failure. It didn't really catch on as an esport. Yeah, those games came out within like 2 years of each other. That's pretty much when Blizzard died, I would say. Now they're just another shitty, greedy company. I actually think 3 is a lot more fun than 2. That might be a hot take for someone of my age, late 30s, but 3 is basically just a Muso game cosplaying as a normie, a game for normies. The endgame mode in Diablo 3 is pretty much exactly what I'm doing right now. Like little short bite-sized levels and you just kill stuff is very fun. Diablo fandom just has a lot of people my age or even older. Because I mean, my mom played that game. I legit played that game with my mom growing up. Because my mom is a gamer too. This has a lot of old fans that just can't accept that the game that they grew up with has been surpassed by other games. Not necessarily Diablo 3, but it like legit can't accept it. This fandom's kind of got the same problem as well. The people that say the PS2 games are unbeatable. I'm like, when was the last time you played those? Like, have you played those in the last decade? Like, they do still hold up, yes, but they're not unbeatable masterpieces. These newer games have things that are way better. Maybe not the overall package, but I don't know, it's weird to me, because I know for a fact a lot of those people have not actually played those games in a long-ass time. They probably legit played it like 15 years ago and think it's still perfect. I'm like, nope, you're going to be missing stuff that these games have. I mean, this game's getting on in years too. It's a decade old this year. I had fun with Diablo 4. It's just the community for that game is so exhausting. They don't seem to realize that every service game is like Diablo 4. To varying degrees, yes. But they're all like that. They're half-finished, they're buggy, they're missing features that they should have at launch. Every online game is like that. My mom is the one that taught me that. Because my mom is a hardcore MMO gamer. That's like her primary genre. We don't really play a lot of the same games, but my mom is a hardcore gamer. And she's like, yeah, those games always have shit missing that they should have at launch. I'm like, oh, she's right. I wish other people could understand that. Like, instead of complaining about the game on Reddit over and over, like, just play something else. Not hard. Even if you only like action RPGs, there's Grim Dawn, there's Torchlight Infinite, which I think is closer to Diablo 3 than Diablo 4 is. Path of Exile, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Let's play those games. They've got way more content, if that's what you really want. It's seriously going to take them, like, at least a year to make Diablo 4, like, an actual decent game. I mean, it's average. It's average, but that game does not have enough meat to it to put, like, hundreds of hours into it. I did, like, 30 hours. I was like, I'm done. I'm back to weeb trash. Weeb trash I play has more content, so Diablo 4's got like 1% of the content this game has. Weeb trash stays winning. Normie games stay losing. Yeah, Blizzard's in trouble pretty much. I mean, they made a lot of money off Diablo 4, but they're bleeding players. A lot of their games are bleeding players. Overwatch 2 is doing really bad. Diablo 4, that patch where they like basically made the game like way worse to play. I think it's going to take them a long time to recover from that, but then also the season that they have up right now is like really boring. It's not really enticing to play, you know, start a character from scratch because there's just like there's no end game. There isn't interesting loot. It's like just kind of a dead end to play. So I think they'll fix that game sooner than later. But right now, yeah, for $70, that game is not worth it. A huge asking price for that game right now. If you don't care about top-of-the-line graphics and having a super big player base, there's better action RPGs to play that are like a fraction of the price. Path of Exile 2 looks pretty legit. I was watching a little bit of the gameplay for that. Looks a lot better than Diablo 4. The Path of Exile 2, I think they said the beta is like 10 months away, so that game is not coming out anytime soon, but the ball's in their court. They've got a good combo set up on Blizzard. They just need to not drop it. I think people would drop Diablo 4 with the quickness if that game turns out good. Overwatch 2 being on Steam is pretty funny because that's like desperation for a greedy company. Steam takes 30% of all transactions. That's why a lot of games with microtransactions don't use Steam. So the fact that they're putting it on there basically confirms that they're in trouble. No greedy company wants to put their game on Steam and lose 30% of income just for having it on their platform. That's why there's all the games on the Epic Game Store and Battle.net and stuff. I think Diablo 2 has aged decently well, but the Diablo community has a lot of people that can't move on, just like community for these games. I'm like, yeah, those old games are good, but trust me, if you go back and play them, you're gonna realize that we've made a lot. We've come a long way. Those games are not perfect masterpieces. They weren't when they came out. The Diablo community is very susceptible to that as well. So I actually did go back and play them. I did them on these streams last year. I did Orochi 2 and Dynasty Warriors 5. They're still good games, yes, but I found myself missing advancements that they made, you know, with the future games like this. People get blinded by nostalgia. It's like, yeah, the game is good, but it ain't as good as you remember. I don't know, people have this revisionist history with PS2 Musou games. Very strange. I don't quite understand it. And like, you guys complained about those games when they came out, and now they're like, they're all close to 20 years old. You can't deny that hasn't been any advancement at all. Yes, there are things that are better, but I don't know, it just bothers me. It's like, if you miss the game so much, then go play them. And yes, the company that owns it needs to make them more readily available, like this game I'm playing right now, where they actually did bring back like a beloved game, and they doubled the frame rate, and they upscaled it and everything. Yes, it would be nice in a perfect world if they did that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if you really want to play it, it's there. You gotta put in a little effort. It's not hard to find these games if you, like, really actually want to play them. It takes very minimal effort. Even a phone can run these games now. I mean, it's not as hard as it used to be. It definitely should bring those games back, but I don't know. So a lot of the problem with the Diablo community is a lot of them are fathers now, and they get frustrated by everything because it takes so long. And it's like, well, here's the difference. First, you're a father now, so you're not going to have as much time to game. I mean, that's... If you want a hardcore game still, then don't have kids. The other thing is, Diablo 4 is a service game, so it's going to go out of its way to waste your time. It's not going to be like 2. They've got battle passes and microtransactions and updates and patches and stuff. Like, it's just not going to be the same. And it's like, part of it is the fact that they don't accept that they're fathers now, they're parents, and they don't have as much time. But then also that action RPGs have changed. They're all live services now for the most part, except for stuff like Grim Dawn. So, if you want the experience you had when you were a teenager and you didn't have 800 kids and you only have 2 seconds to play a game every day, then you should not be playing Diablo 4 because it's just plain not going to give you that experience. It can't. It's not going to, and it sucks that but that's the reality of it. That's what happens when you get 20 years older and you have a family and you have like less time, and these games are going out of their way to specifically waste your time and keep you playing. Muso community does not have that problem because, you know, these are single player games, so it's like the game's not going to change drastically. There's no login bonuses or gachas or battle passes or anything. There's a fuck ton of DLC, but you know, you can still play the game at your own pace. Diablo 4 is just never going to please them, no matter how much they change it. And I get it sucks, but it's like, don't have kids if you want a still hardcore game, and also, the old game is still there. They even remastered it. They doubled the frame rate on that shit. It's pretty good. It's there if you want to play it. But 4 it's just impossible for it to deliver that kind of experience. Expecting it to is delusional. It's not something that can happen or will happen. You gotta find a single player action RPG to play if you want to get anything close to that. But yeah, these communities have a lot of crossover. They haven't played the old game in forever, and they have a nostalgic memory of it, and it's probably not what they remember. And they complain that the games aren't like the old ones endlessly, but they don't fucking play the old games, which are easy to play. Muso games are dirt cheap, even if you don't want to emulate. You can buy those games for cheap. Shit, even here in Bakersfield, we had a bunch of the Muso games here at the retro game store. 10, 20 bucks. If you want to play them, they're still there. They haven't disappeared. But it's just asinine to say that there hasn't been any improvements at all. Like 20 years of games. Well, the Warcraft fandom has plenty of grounds to complain. I side with them because I did play that game too. Like, yeah, they fucked up that remaster. That's understandable frustration. Because they took the old one away and they gave you a shit version of the old game that no one liked. That's like no effort put into it. That's understandable. That's a completely different story. Because they legit fucking took the old game away. Like, when they take the old game away and they do a shit job remastering it, that is rage-inducing. And consumers have every right to be upset about that because they literally removed the version of the game that worked. That's understandable nerd rage. It makes perfect sense to be upset about that. Also, acceptable nerd rage is stuff like the Symphonia remaster. They did such a shit job porting it. It's laughable how little effort they put into that, and they want to charge a full $40 for it. That's understandable nerd rage as well, because it's basically just saying, we want to make money off this old legacy product, but we don't want to put the effort into it that other companies have, like the Kingdom Hearts remasters. Like those are the best ways to play those games by far. Outside of mods, like the DMC mod that's being made for Kingdom Hearts 2, those versions have replaced the retro versions entirely. The Bamco doesn't want to put in effort and put anything out anywhere near that level of quality. They want to charge you almost full price and give you a shit product. That's acceptable nerd rage as well. People want to actually give them money for that game and not emulate it, but because of their negligence, the GameCube version that came out literally 20 years ago is still better, which is just pathetic. The game I was just playing Orochi 3. You know how terrible that game ran on real hardware? And then they put it out on PS4 and Xbone, and the frame rate didn't get any better. It got, like, worse in some ways. But they put the effort in. They actually released a new PC version of it with all the DLC, 60 FPS, upscaling. It doesn't have online play, which sucks, but aside that, it's worth $40. It's the best way to play that game. If whether you have nostalgia for it or you haven't played it before, that's worth $40. There's a ridiculous amount of content in that game, and it's a good port. It actually makes it so you don't want to go download a ROM, which is how it should be. None of this shit where people try to give you the mental gymnastics, so you need to buy this so they make a new game. I'm like, no, if they make a good product, I'll buy it. If they make a shit product, I won't buy it. Simple as that. I'm not made of money. And I'm tech savvy enough to emulate, so if they're gonna give me a shit product, I'm not fucking paying for it. Period. Same thing with the Switch version of Dynasty Warriors 8. Like, it has all the DLC. So like $40 for that game when it's not on sale is a steal. That's worth the money. Because the DLC is crazy expensive, so get the whole package for $40. Yeah, that's worth it. Even if you played the game before, that's a good deal. If you're gonna bring back old games, it has to be better than the emulated version. And if it's not, then nobody's gonna buy it. Which is pretty much exactly what happened with the Symphonia remaster. No one bought it. Yeah, just go emulate the GameCube version. They don't deserve your hard-earned money. Letting themselves be destroyed by competitors. No, it's just... They said that they lost the source code for... They said that they lost the source code for Symphonia, and that's why they keep using the PS3 version. I don't know how valid of an excuse that is, because I heard that they lost the source code for Kingdom Hearts 1 somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happens with a multi-million-dollar company, but they said that they got the source code off a disc copy of the game, and then they doubled the frame rate. Well, actually, they like quadrupled it if you're on PC. I don't know if that's really a valid excuse. It feels like a cop-out to me. Because it's been proven that if you put enough effort in, you actually care to release something worth the money that's actually better than just go downloading the ROM. That you can uncap frame rates, you can upscale the game, you can untie the game logic from the frame rate. It's hard, yes, but it's doable. They proved that with the Kingdom Hearts games, because like literally all those games have the game logic tied to the frame rate. And there were bugs, yes. I remember when the PS4 version came out, there were a lot of weird inconsistencies and stuff that I don't quite understand, because I'm not super big into that series, but they did fix them over time, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask. It doesn't need to be perfect right away. The fact that they went back and fixed it kind of absolves them of sin, as far as I'm concerned. Bamco has no excuse. They're completely okay with encouraging people to pirate the games, because they do a shit job preserving their legacy. It's no one's fault but their own. And if they want people to care about Tales, then they need to do a better job. That's the bottom line right there. You don't want it to fall into obscurity, do a fucking better job. I can play Tales of Xillia 2 on the Steam Deck right now. 60 FPS fields and battles. I can play it portable right now. Would I buy a Switch port or an actual PC port? In a heartbeat. I would. I would buy it. But I can't buy something that doesn't exist, so I had to go download the ROM and set it up. I shouldn't fucking have to do that. I don't know what to say about it other than that. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Have like easier mod support and stuff. Fuck yeah, I'd buy that. $40. I'm down. I would buy that instantly. But I can't buy something that doesn't exist. I don't have superpowers. Let's see what else we got here. I got a little bit more time left.
Final Vendetta! Let's go. Easy.
Yeah, losing the source code is not an excuse. Square Enix has proven that. They proved that with the Kingdom Hearts ports. Look at how many more copies they sold of Kingdom Hearts 2. Because they delivered a port that's not shit. What a concept, right? You take a classic game and you treat it right and you make it worth buying. People will buy it. Those games are still stuck on the Epic Game Store, by the way, and they've sold a decent amount of copies for sure. They would sell more if they were stubborn and put them on Steam, but that's beyond the point. The point is, besides them being greedy fucks and locking it to a store no one likes, they did provide a good product. People fucking bought it, which is sending them a good message. Don't even bring back old games if you're gonna do a shit job. Like if they brought back God Hand and it was still 30 FPS. Be like, yeah, don't buy that. That should be the bare minimum for that game is 60 FPS, in my opinion. And untying the game logic from the frame rate. That should be like the bare minimum for what would be acceptable for bringing that game back. But then if they put it out and they say, oh, we don't have the source code, sorry, it's too hard. I'm like, alright, well, sorry, the ROM is still better. Do better. Hashtag do better. Speaking of which, I wonder if Kingdom Hearts can be streamed. Let me try that. Let me see. don't really have time to do like a full beat 'em up playthrough right now. I gotta go home soon. Let's see here. You know what I hate about this store? These fuckers tainted my library with Fortnite, and I never fucking installed that piece of shit game. They put it in here without my consent. Dickwads. Fucking dickwads, seriously. I logged in like, why the fuck is this in my library? I'm not playing it, alright? I'm sure some 8-year-old is dying to play it. You can get them to play it. Is this thing gonna make me sign in? Are you serious? Why? I hate the fucking Epic Game Store. Such garbage. What? God damn it. Why can't they put these games on Steam already? I mean, it's been years. Like, I hate having to go through an extra step to play this damn game. And make it difficult for literally no reason. Greedy fucks. I can't get into the store, it's not letting me. This thing needs to update, everything needs to update all the time. I don't want to update. Just want to play the damn game. Take forever to update. FF7 source code was lost. Yeah, it's pretty funny that that happens. Because it's like that game was an overnight success. It was like the main thing that sold people a PS1 over an N64. How do you lose the source code to that? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, they had to have known that was a game, the quality of that game, and the nostalgia around that game is so high that they can legit resell it for decades to come. You think you would take care of your shit better than that. It's funny that they don't, because it just keeps happening. I, like, legit don't understand it. Just like they're going to be selling The Lion King until the end of the world, pretty much. Till the heat death of the universe, so... they'll be selling The Lion King, but, like... somehow the source code of these video games just, like, disappears. Alright, well, I gotta log off to do this, so, I'll catch you guys later.